Now I've finished doing all the grading on all of these pieces. So you can see each of the pieces has got a nest of sizes. If I want to look at the size range, I can go down to the bottom here and it shows me what different colours represent for each size. And of course, the same information down the bottom. Here we can see which piece it's referring to. So as I hover over each piece, down here the name is changing. So each piece you can check your information on that. If you do discover that you've got an incorrect name on something, well, you can always right click over it, choose Edit Piece Info, and in here you can change the piece name or the category or anything else that you need to change. I'm not going to change it because it's correct. So I've done all the grading and now I'm going to save it. So because I've actually changed the information that was originally in the pattern, I'm now choosing Save. Now when I right click and choose Select All, you'll notice that all of my grading will disappear. Don't get frightened. It hasn't disappeared. It's just the way it's stored in the system. If I again go Control G, which is Show Grading, select the pieces that I want to show it on, and it will come back whenever I do that. So Control G, or under grade, show all sizes, select all, and you can see that the grading has come back. If I want to hide the sizes, I can do Control H and it will hide them. So all of those pieces have now been saved with the grading on it, and I can feel confident that I've saved it as a model in Model Editor. I've put all my information in there. I can go ahead and start thinking about doing my marker now. So for our marker, we can easily do it from PDS by going to File, Launch Marker Wizard. That will open up the wizard, which will guide us through the process of creating a marker. So there's my marker wizard. It's asking me, is this the name of the model? If it isn't the name, I could click here and look for another model, but it is the correct model, so I'm happy to leave it as that. There was another option, but this is the actual model that we want to send to the markers. So next, down the bottom, is my next choice, and here we can work out which quantity of, or what quantity of styles or sizes we want. So I'm going to do a 1, 2, 2, 1, and we don't want any size 16 in this one. So 1, 2, 2, 1. Next, for my next button, and we're just checking that we've got the correct fabric choices here. So lining, pocket flap, lining, yep, all of those are correct. Options, we've got, is it going to be a one-way fabric, or are we going to allow rotation? We're just going to leave that blank because we don't need to worry about it being one way or anything. We'll leave it as it is. Next. Now this is important because this is where we need to put our fabric width. So for the main fabric, we were going to work with 148 centimetres. It's a 150 wide fabric, but we take 2 centimetres off for the width because of the selvage. Lining was 112 wide, so we make the marker 110. Fusing, we're going to be working with actual fusing that is a felted kind of fabric. There's not any problem with the selvage in that. It's 90 centimetres wide, so we can go ahead and use the full amount of the fabric width. Once we've got all of that information in, we can choose process, and that will tell us whether or not we've got success or failure. We got success, and that's what we want. So now we'll go on to the easy marking.